An Attiny is a cheaper replacement for an Atmega 328 in certain projects where you need less number of GPIO pins or in portable electronics. An Attiny can be programmed using an Arduino and a breadboard, but this is messy, so today I will show you how to build an Attiny programming shield to speed up the programming process. For this project, you will need an Arduino Uno, a PCB, some header pins, an Attiny, an IC holder, and 10 microfarad capacitor. First, let's start off with plotting out the connections. For this circuit, we will be using digital pins 10, 11, 12, and 13, and positive 5 volts pin, ground, and reset pin of the Arduino Uno. Next, let's cut the header pins to the required size and plot the holes on the PCB. Next, you should solder the header pins to the PCB. You could move the black connectors up a little bit so you could solder it easily. After you have soldered the header pins, let's cut the PCB. I used a rotary tool to do this. Now let's plug the board into the Arduino and see if it still fits. Next, let's solder all the remaining components onto the PCB. After soldering all the components, plug the Attiny onto the shield and the shield onto the Arduino. To program the Attiny, we need to install an additional package to the Arduino IDE. By default, the Arduino IDE doesn't support the Attiny, so we should add the Attiny boards to the Arduino IDE. Open File Preferences and enter the on-screen URL in additional board URLs. And there you have it. Now the Attiny is ready to be programmed. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more such DIY videos.